When the jury reaches a verdict in a high-profile case, the world usually moves on. But for one juror in the Sean Diddy Combs trial, the story didn't end when the courtroom emptied. Instead, it grew louder and more personal. In a rare public statement, Juror No. 4 is breaking her silence after facing intense scrutiny and backlash following the trial's conclusion. The unnamed juror has called the public's response to the not guilty verdict insulting, claiming it disrespects the integrity of the jury's hard work and the complexity of the case. "We didn't take this lightly," she said in an exclusive interview. "People think we just shrugged and walked away. That couldn't be further from the truth." Subscribe to Star Gossips and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from Hollywood's heart. Sean Combs, known globally as Diddy, faced accusations that sent shockwaves through the music and entertainment world. The trial was a media storm from the beginning, with daily updates, celebrity reactions, and intense public debate. But inside the courtroom, jurors were cut off from the noise, tasked with one of the most consequential decisions of their lives. Juror No. 4 explained that the group deliberated for hours, weighing every piece of evidence, listening to every testimony, and carefully parsing through the legal language provided by the judge. "There were tears, there was disagreement, but we stayed respectful and thorough. We didn't let emotion or outside opinion dictate our duty." What stings the most for her is the idea that the jury was swayed by celebrity or fame. "That's the most offensive thing I've heard," she said. "We knew who he was. That didn't matter in that room. What mattered was what was presented in court." The backlash has taken its toll. Social media erupted after the verdict, with many accusing the jury of being starstruck, biased, or even complicit. Memes, harsh comments, and conspiracy theories flooded platforms, painting jurors as out of touch or worse. Juror No. 4 called those reactions not only hurtful but dangerous. "This kind of response makes people afraid to serve. It undermines our entire legal system." She added, "We have to be able to do our jobs without fear of retribution. If people want justice, they have to trust the process, even when the outcome isn't what they hoped for." For her, the experience was life-changing. "I thought I was just doing my civic duty," she said. "But now I understand how heavy that responsibility really is, and how little people understand what it actually means to serve on a jury." The personal fallout extended beyond public perception. Juror No. 4 shared how she struggled to sleep during the trial, wrestling with the gravity of her responsibility. "Every night, I replayed the testimonies in my mind," she admitted. "I just wanted to get it right." She also mentioned how even family members started questioning the verdict, influenced by media coverage and online discourse. "I had to explain over and over again what the actual evidence showed. People want a villain and a hero, but court cases aren't fairy tales. They're facts and law." As for Sean Combs, he has remained relatively quiet since the verdict, though his legal team has thanked the jury and reiterated his innocence. Meanwhile, legal analysts continue to debate the trial, the verdict, and what it means for the future of celebrity accountability. The trial ended with Combs being found guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, but acquitted of racketeering and sex trafficking. Prosecutors had hoped for a broader conviction, citing testimonies from multiple women and disturbing video evidence. However, the jury ultimately found that while some behavior was troubling, it did not meet the threshold required by law for the most serious charges. Combs remains in custody pending sentencing, which is scheduled for October. His legal team is expected to file appeals and is pushing for time served, noting his detention since September of the previous year. The judge denied bail, citing concerns about flight risk and a disregard for the rule of law. For the jurors, especially Juror No. 4, the process was about far more than one man. It was a test of impartiality, of democracy, and of personal resolve in the face of overwhelming pressure. And as the headlines fade, her voice remains a reminder that behind every verdict is a human story, messy, complicated, and deeply real. Because when the world is quick to judge, someone has to stay behind and hold the line. For Juror No. 4, that line was the truth as she saw it, and she's standing by it.